Hi, welcome to fourth grade math. This is lesson 141. And on the last lesson, I said that this lesson was a test, and I was mistaken. There's this one more page and then the test. So don't forget to take this, do this page as your general review, pages 255 and 256 for the test, to prepare you for the test that's tomorrow. We're going to start with a little bit of review, and then I'm going to let you pause it and take your speed drill, and then we'll get back to it, okay? So we're going to do some flashcards of our measurements and temperatures, okay? So I'll flip the first one forward. Inches in a yard. How many inches are in a yard? 36, very good. Ounces in a pound. 16 feet in a yard. 3 months in a year. That would be 12 days in a week. 7 seconds in a minute. 60 hours in a day. 24 hours in a minute. 60 inches in a foot. 12 quarts in a gallon. 4 cups in a pint. 2 pints in a quart. 2 weeks in a year. About 52. What about days in a year? 365. In a leap year? 366. And are we in a leap year this year? Yes, we are. We had the 29th of February. Okay. All right, here we go. Boiling point of water, Fahrenheit. Should be 212. What about freezing point for Celsius? 0. Freezing point for Fahrenheit? 32. Normal body temperature for Fahrenheit? 98.6. Boiling point for Celsius? That's 100. And normal body temperature for Celsius is 37 degrees. All right. We're just gonna review our thermometer. I got the different one. It's a little bit bigger. I was hoping you could see the numbers a little bit better on here. Let me see. Let's see if we move you a little bit closer. Yeah, that looks like you can see them better. Okay. So with this, we're going to use the paper clip as where the temperature gauge is. Okay, so if we have it right here, you see what degree that is at. Just about. I'm not going to put it at like 43 or something. I'm putting it on a whole number, or on one of these, sorry. So that would be 70. So hopefully you can see that. If we bring it down here, where is it sitting? Right there. So that would be 40, okay? Notice there's this little blue line here. That's your freezing point of water. It's at 32 degrees, okay? It's right above the 30 at 32 degrees, okay? If I were to bring it way back up here, what degree are we at there? It would be 90 degrees, okay? I hope you could see that, or that you could see where my hand was pointing. And that's that is our temperature thermometer, and to give us, so we can check the temperature. I remember going to my grandparents' farm, and my grandmother always had a temperature or a thermometer out on her front porch, and we would ask grandmother how cold it was, how hot it was, if we needed a jacket when we went outside, and she said, well, go out onto the porch and check the temperature. And we're like, okay. And so I grew up checking the temperature on a thermometer at my grandmother's house, and so that was always fun. But she was a teacher actually before she married my grandfather, and so she loved giving us opportunities to learn things like that. And so that was fun, and that was really good. So I'm gonna let you pause it, take your speed drill, and when you come back, we're gonna jump into some more, little bit more, the board review, and then I'll let you know what to do on your page. And so go ahead and pause, and I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, I hope you did well on that quiz, that speed drill. We are going to be taking a look at some of our fractions, and we're going to turn them into decimals, okay? So if we have 3 over 10 up here, okay, 3 over 10, it is also said 3/10, right? Okay, so we are going to turn this into a decimal, right? And in order to do that, we need a decimal point, and we need to know where the 3 goes. Does the 3 go before the decimal point? Right. Okay, I'm gonna put the decimal point there. Does the 3 go here? Does the 3 go here? Does it go here and we add a 0? Okay. So with 3/10, there's 1 0. And it says the 10th. And the 10th spot is this first spot. So it should be 0.3, okay? That makes sense there, all right? Now, when we have a whole number, what do we do before we can put our decimal? We have to put our whole number, right? And then a decimal. Now, we have a 4 on top of this 100. If you can see that, I'm not sure if that's very clear. But the 4 on top of the 100, so the 4 should go in the hundredths place. And which spot is the hundredths place? Is it the first spot, second spot, or the third spot? Sorry. It would be the second spot. So then, can we just put it out here and everyone will know that we're trying to put it in the hundredth spot? Or what do we need? No, we need to put a 0 there. It's our placeholder. Remember, it tells people, okay, there's no number value there. It's 0, but it holds the place so that the 4 can sit there and we don't think that it's in the 10th spot and not the 100th spot, okay? So that's how we do that. Over here we got 27 and 82 hundredths, okay? So we're gonna put our 28 first, right? And we're gonna put our decimal, and 82, do we have to put a placeholder, a 0, or can we just put the numbers? We have enough numbers to fill the zeros, so it should be 28.82, okay? This one, we have 7 and 5 thousandths. Okay, I'm gonna write it below it so that I don't run out of the board space. Okay, so 7 is our whole number, so we're gonna put 7 and our dot, our decimal. Now the 5 is supposed to go in the thousandth spot. So which spot is it? First, second, or third spot? It would be the third spot. Okay, what do we need to put so that we can fill in between? Zeros, okay? 2 zeros and then a 5, okay? So we're basically using up all of the zeros here. We go 1 0, 2 0, and we put the 5 in the last zeros spot, okay? So 7.005, or it said 7 and 5 thousandths, okay? And this one we would say 3/10, 13 and 4 hundredths, 28 and 82 hundredths, okay? So go ahead, I want you to say those with me. We're gonna say them one more time. Starting here, 3/10, 13 and 4 hundredths, 28 and 82 hundredths, 7 and 5 thousandths. Okay, very good. All right, if you'll take a look at your page, we're going to, I'm going to let you know what I would like you to do from this page. It is a review. There's also some homework on it. And so there's going to be some that'll have you do the whole section, some just part of it. So just pay attention really fast, have your pencil ready so you can circle what I want you to do, okay? Section 1, I want you to do all of them. That's turning the words back into decimals, and I think we need the extra practice, okay? In section 2, it's doing what we just did on the board. So I'm gonna have you do all of those as well. Section 3, you may pick one, okay? Section 3, you may pick one. Make sure you divide and check, okay? Section 4, this is the start of the review. You can pick 3 of them to do, okay? Pick 3. Section 5, go ahead and do all those. So those are all simple. So if you need to write out your King Henry drinks Diet Coke Mondays, do that. And then you can remember, okay, M and K, kilo and milli mean 1,000, hecto, deci mean 100, and the 2 Ds mean 10, okay? That helps there, but you can also, well, that's the help there, okay? Turn the page over, section 6. Go ahead and do all those. You're just gonna use your ruler, just measure them to the nearest ½ inch. And then section 7, I'm gonna have you do all of those as well, because that's the thermometers that we're working on, okay? And then do the homework. There's only 5 problems in the homework, and then you will be done with that. So just do your best on this, and if there's any questions, if you're not sure on a concept for the test, make sure to ask your parents. If they need extra help, they can always ask me. And I want you to do your best, and I want you to be able to understand everything. So please say something if you're not understanding it. Otherwise, just go ahead and do the page, and then we will see you next time.